My speech is called The Poison Paradise, Martinique's Chlordecone Crisis. Imagine a Caribbean paradise full of lush landscapes and vibrant culture, but beneath the surface, a toxic secret lies. Today, I'll uncover how the French Caribbean island of Martinique became known as the Poison Island. This is due to the long-term use of a toxic insecticide called chlordecone. This is a tragedy rooted in environmental negligence, public health failure, and colonial injustice. The main points I will be talking about are the environmental damage, public health consequences, and the colonial and political context. So let's get this straight out of the way. What is chlordecone? Chlordecone is a synthetic pesticide that was primarily used to kill insects like the banana root borer, especially in banana plantations. Here's a breakdown of what it is and why it's important. So here's some key facts about chlordecone. I'm going to start by going over first the chemical nature of it. It's a chlorinated hydrocarbon, so it is similar in a structure to DDT. It's highly toxic and doesn't break down easily in the environment. Some history of it: it was first used in the 1950s. It was also banned in the United States in 1976 due to health risk, but it was continued to be used in the French Caribbean, especially in Martinique and Guadeloupe until 1993. It had a terrible environmental impact, so it was a very persistent contamination. Chlordecone is a persistent organic pollutant, otherwise known as a POP, that lingers in the environment for decades. Even today, nearly 20% of the island soil, especially in banana growing areas, is still contaminated. There was many marine and land effects. These included chlordecone polluting the water sources and the marine life, like fish and crustaceans. Also, farmland and fisheries are still closed to this day, and this has really disrupted the traditional ways of life on the island. There has also been a failed cleanup, so decontamination has been attempted, but full recovery is very unlikely within the century. So, all in all, short-term profits have really caused long-term ecological ruin. Another one of my main points that I'll be talking about is the public health consequences. So cancer and chronic illness, unfortunately, has been one of the effects of the usage of this insecticide. So Martinique now has the highest rate of prostate cancer in the world. Other health effects include developmental issues, neurological damage, liver problems, and reproductive disorders. There has been a widespread exposure of this drug. So chlordecone exposure is mainly through contaminated water and foods. This is how it spreads. Over 90% of Martinique's population unfortunately has traces of the chemical in their bloodstream. There also is a mental health toll. So living with this invisible, unavoidable poison has really caused widespread anxiety and trauma. My last point I'll be talking about is the colonial injustice of the usage of this insecticide. So the colonial link. So Martinique is a French territory, but the pesticide remained in use there long after it was banned in mainland France in 1976. This is purely because of economic motives. So basically, the wealthy French supported the landowners and also prioritized banana exports over the public health. There is a double standard and denial to this. France has launched some health programs, but many locals believe that the damage is irreversible. France, they took the blame for this, but they really do not care, and they're not helping their people at all. The struggle for reparations and justice continues amid the civil unrest, as there was many protests in the streets of the city on the mainland and on the island too. So, in conclusion, the poisoning of Martinique is not just an environmental or health issue, it's a moral one. The island's suffering really reveals the danger of putting economic gain over human life. Just a closing thought of mine was, what happened in Martinique is a warning. When governments protect profits over people, even the paradise can be poisoned. Thank you so much.